So a side note, for these time warps, when they are doing these CERN experiments, it really does mess with like time in the fabric of reality. So I haven't actually researched this at all. Maybe I will after filming this. But since this point has come up by the way, all of these points came from the Council for Humanity. They came from me as well, but I also had help from the Council for Humanity, which is in the Galactic Federation of Light, to let me know exactly what kinds of energies were going to be hitting Earth in July that would affect the starseeds, the awakening souls, the light workers, okay? Because it's not going to affect anybody that's not awakened yet. They're not going to feel it in the same way. But these are all points for the awakening consciousness, okay? So time warps. So yeah, potentially this is because of those CERN experiments, messing with time, fabric of reality. But regardless of why it's happening, it is happening, okay? So what you can do, because this can really throw people, right? Like when you feel like you're out of control, time is either racing by or crawling, and it feels so, it can really throw you out of whack, basically. So what you can do to use this to your advantage is to use intentional presence to hold time down, okay? And when you do this, you're helping not only yourself, but we can help stabilize time for the collective by doing this. So intentional presence is exactly what it sounds like. It's like, okay, every time you remember, and you could set a sign for yourself, like every time you see a number sequence, like 1111, 333, 444, whatever the number sequence is, that should be in July, a alarm going off that's asking you, are you being present? Can we all just agree that that's our sign this month? Seeing sequential numbers or duplicate numbers, any number sign that gives you that ping, like it's a sign, is now an alarm for the month of July, and it's asking you, are you being present? And every time you now see, like on a license plate, on the microwave, on a barcode, wherever, if you see it, like if you see 555, 222, 1234, whatever it is, if it stands out, it's a sign for you to check in. Am I being present? I need to stabilize this time warp as much as I can for myself, for my friends, family, for the collective by intentionally being present. Because when you are intentionally present in the moment, you slow it right down. You bring time, actually just make it non-existent, because it just becomes the now moment. And instead of flying this way, like instead of time just whizzing by and feeling like you're getting left behind, it starts to stretch across this way. And it's like, okay, I'm here. The now moment still exists. I just had to find it again. And you find it in the present moment. Okay, so that's collectively, can we please agree to that? Every time we see those number signs, it's an alarm for, are you being present? Okay, that's how we're gonna help get through these time warps. Because if not, a period of time warps, like I said, it's very unsettling. You could feel like time is racing by and you're like left behind, or just makes you feel like rushed, anxious, lost. It's not a good feeling at all. So let's intentionally ground into the now moment by using the presence, intentional presence. Okay, let's move on now.